Welcome back. When Jerry Brown first became governor of California in January of 1975, the #1 song on Billboard was Elton John's cover of the Beatles' Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Well, I sat down with Governor Brown here in the 21st century on Thursday. He was here in D.C. for his first visit since President Trump's inauguration. But he didn't get a meeting with the president or anybody in the West Wing. Now, in his second go-around as governor, Brown is the top official in the most populous state, a deeply blue one, whose voters and policies are sharply at odds with those of the new president, especially when it comes to immigration and that border wall.
The wall, to me, is ominous. It reminds me too much of the Berlin Wall. When I see that 30-foot wall, I worry somehow, are they trying to keep me in or keep them out?
Mm-hmm.
I really think people ought to be careful because there's a lot of odor here of a kind of a strong man, kind of a world where you want the ultimate leader here to be doing all this stuff. And having a wall locking the people in is one of those characteristics. I think Americans ought to be very careful when we make radical changes like a 30-foot wall keeping some in and some out.
No, I understand that. But you have essentially, you could take the government to court. You could stop this. Well, you're going to pull out every stop to stop the wall from being under construction?
I don't like that wall, number one. And to the extent that that violates law, certainly I would enforce that. We're not going to sit around and just play patsy and say, hey, go ahead, lock us in, do whatever the hell you want, deport 2 million people. No, we're going to fight, and we're going to fight very hard. But we're not going to bring stupid lawsuits or be run to the courthouse every day. We're going to be careful, we'll be strategic, and we'll do the right human, and I would even say Christian thing from my point of view. You don't treat human beings like that. That is not what, I mean, Trump's supposed to be Mr. Religious fellow, and I thought we got to treat the least of these as we would treat the Lord. So I hope he would reconnect with some of his conservative evangelicals, and they'll tell him that these are human beings, they're children of God, they should be treated that way.